And that happens as well. Which means that I have to go like this, and then that happens. I have to get about that far before it falls off. This is Belkin's iPhone mount for laptops with MagSafe connector, and it's used when you're doing continuity camera. Continuity camera is a great way to use the phone's camera instead of the built-in lousy camera when you're doing things like video conferencing or recording for YouTube. The problem is, though, that this adapter is $30 and it's kind of awful. This is going to be one of the first reviews where I recommend that you don't buy a product. And at the end, I'm going to show you what to do instead to save some money and get the same functionality, but better. Let's give this a try. Let's talk about the good and the bad here. The good is that the magnet is stronger than the one that you find on MagSafe. I'm going to use my lunchbox here as a demonstration. So it holds on very well. In fact, the first time I use it, I could almost not get it off the table. However, that is the second good thing about it. This little hook here allows you to not only pull things off of your lunchbox, but it allows you to stand the phone. So here I'm going to take the phone and connect it to the MagSafe connector. And now I've got a handy stand. I like that a lot. So the MagSafe adapter also has this little hole in it in the same thing that's the stand, so I can sit there and I can kind of hold it theoretically more comfortably than I can just hold the phone anyhow. At least it's safer, right? I can do this. The problem is that the metal rubs against my finger. So after a couple of minutes of using this, my finger gets really aggravated. And after a whole bunch of time using this, my finger is just kind of red. So what I end up doing is I take the adapter off and I stop using it. So when you put it on your laptop, it's designed not to hurt the screen. Great, I get that, no problem at all. The thing is, it's a very thin lip, and it's very easy to knock this off of the top of your laptop screen. So now I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to position it as well as I can, and it's kind of crooked, and it's already starting to fall off the screen, and that happens as well. What's the other problem with this? Well, you can see that I'm not charging my phone. So I sit down, I want to have a video conference at a coffee shop, and after a while, my phone goes dead. What did you say, Dallas? People should like and subscribe to the channel and you want them to know? Okay. Dallas says, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's what helps us grow. And please get him a mouse right away. So a problem with continuity camera in general is that you have to keep the screen vertical in order to keep it from falling backwards. Two problems with that. One, if you put your arms down on the table, you end up shaking your camera. So every time I go to grab something during a conference, my camera is shaking. The second problem is that the screen has to be straight up and down, which means that the continuity camera is in a weird place. I'm at a chair at my table at a nice position to have my hands on the surface and work on something, but you see my head is cut off. And so what I have to do when I want to use continuity camera is this. I often can't control the height of the seat that I'm at, and I often can't control the height of the table. If I'm working at a coffee shop, I might have a low table and a high seat, which means that I have to go like this, and then that happens. Now you see why I don't really recommend Belkin's iPhone holder with MagSafe for the notebook. What I did instead is I went to Etsy and I found hundreds of vendors that are 3D printing their own continuity camera holders. The great thing about these is that they take the MagSafe adapter. So the thing that holds the phone on is the same thing that connects to the camera, one cable. Now you get your charging over the same thing that's holding your phone on. But here I am connecting the same thing. This time I have it connected to MagSafe, which is powering my phone. In other words, I can make the phone fall off the MagSafe connector on my laptop often. So do I need to spend $30 just to drop my phone? I don't think that I do. Instead, what I'm going to recommend is you get an inexpensive iPhone tripod. And the great thing is a lot of these come and they extend now, so you can use them as a selfie cam as well. You can see that I'm able to put the MagSafe adapter on when I put this in the stand this way, and I can turn this around, and I can use this for MagSafe. Now when I bang on the table, it vibrates a little bit, but nowhere near as much as it did when I had this on the top of my laptop. The other thing that's really great is that I can pick any angle I want without my phone falling over it. So in summary, don't buy the $30 Belkin adapter. Probably don't buy the $10 adapter, but it's good to have with you in your bag. Do buy a tripod for your iPhone and use that if you want to use continuity camera. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you use continuity camera at all? Is this a feature that you even bother with? If you use continuity camera, do you put the camera on top of your MacBook? And if you don't use continuity camera, what are you doing instead? Are you using the built-in camera, or are you using another camera to do your video conferencing and what other video work you do? For Dave Tries This, I'm David Schloss. Thanks so much for giving this a try.